Oop finds a blind dog, asks art dogs for help. Original posted by you, incredulous patriot in art dogs on the 23rd of April 2023. Need help. Found a blind dog. So one of my dogs was barking up a storm. I go out and find her barking at another dog that is in one of our lakes. We get her in and get her calmed down. But then I notice, or at least think, she is blind. If you look at her eyes, she doesn't really have pupils like my other dogs. She is super skittish. I have posted her on Facebook and looked through all of the local lost pet pages. We live in a small town, so the pound is closed until Monday. So it looks like this dog is going to be with us till Monday. I gave her a bath earlier because she had ticks crawling all over her. After her bath, I got some of the bigger ones that were stuck on her off. Now she is sleeping in my bed under a blanket surrounded by my other dogs and cats. How do I get this dog to trust me? When she was in the bath, I took it very slow. I gave her lots of pets and talked calmly to her while giving her the bath. After that, she seemed to trust me a little bit more. But if I move in to pet her, she kind of pulls away. I go in slow so she can sniff me and realize it's the same person. But I want her to feel safe for the time she is with me. Also, considering the fact of how many and how big the ticks were on her, I'm not sure how long she has been outside. She is pretty skinny and was really dirty. All that plus the fact that nobody has posted about her being gone makes me wonder if she has anyone looking for her. If she doesn't, she will go to the pound for the week, and if no one comes for her, she will be joining the family. So I will really need to know how to have her trust me after that. This will be the first dog with a disability that I have ever had to care for, so any help is appreciated. Thank you. We've taken to calling her Sonar. I don't think she is completely blind. She doesn't have full vision, but she will follow the cats with her head as they run around. But I think that she is also mostly deaf. She doesn't respond to whistling or clapping or pretty much anything unless it's really loud. We are going to call the pound in the morning. Give them all her info we can. Send them pictures. But we aren't going to take her in for the week stay like other dogs we've found and ended up rescuing. She has already bonded with me so much. I would hate for her to be scared and confused for a week if no one claims her. I don't think anyone is going to claim her though. My mom posted her on all our local FB lost pet pages, and one person commented saying they saw her at the gas station 5 miles up the road, but they couldn't catch her. So I don't think anyone is actively looking for her. Plus the fact that she isn't on any FB pet pages also tells me no one is looking for her. We live out in the country and people dump dogs all the time. One of our dogs is microchipped from a lady who lives 2 hours away. The vet called her and said, "We have your dog," and she said she didn't want her. But we took Sonar, or Sony for short, to the pet store today and got her a leash and harness. I don't think she has ever been walked before, but she took to it slowly but surely. And we got her a little stuffed cow, but she hasn't really shown much interest in that yet. Thank you all for your replies. I haven't been able to respond to any of you, but I have read all your suggestions and will be doing everything I can to make sure this pup is happy and healthy. Update posted by you, incredulous patriot in art dogs on the 30th of April 2023. Update: found a blind dog. So last week one of my dogs found a dog in one of the gullies on my property. I thought she was blind. But she is only partially blind and almost completely deaf. We posted her all over Facebook, nobody claimed her. Called both the local pounds and sent them pictures of her. Still no one claimed her. Someone commented on the Facebook post saying they saw her at the gas station 5 miles down the road. But they couldn't catch her. We decided to name her Sonar. We took her to the vet, got her all her shots and vaccines. Got her tested for heartworm, she was negative thankfully. So we got her heartworm and flea and tick meds. We got all the ticks off her. Gave her a nice long bath in some oatmeal shampoo. Tried to brush her out. She was not a fan. The other day she went with me on an overnight road trip. She was great. When we got to the hotel she loved it. She was jumping on the bed, jumping between the beds. I had to take the towels and cover up the mirror so she would stop staring at herself and growling. Since her eyes are a little messed up, it seems like she doesn't want to walk in the bright sunlight. So we got her some little doggy goggles and a hat. She doesn't like either of those though. She doesn't leave my side. Where I go she goes. She has been on a leash all week. Yesterday I let her out without it on and she didn't run off or even try to go anywhere where she couldn't see me. This dog is now part of the pack. She will live the rest of her life being cared for and loved. She is sleeping next to me in bed right now, snoozing her little head away. Dog tax. https imager.com/a/rlpacat. I am not the op. This post breaks my heart and makes me happy. As a dog owner, I can't imagine how scared Sonar must have been on her own before Oop stepped into the picture. Can tell Oop is a good person. And Sonar seems so happy being added to the pack. So glad that this one has a happy update. In her update, Sonar does not look anything like the pup she described in her first post, which makes me so glad they found each other. She looks so happy now. And the red hat picture is too cute. Thanks for posting such a sweet BORU. She looks like a double Merle Australian cattle dog, which is why she is deaf and has vision problems. They're a result of irresponsible breeders. Typically. I'm just blown away. This person found a dog covered in ticks and fleas and was like, this dog can sleep in my bed. Poor thing was probably the result of an idiot breeding 2D apple-coated dogs together, judging by the coat, breed, and eyes. Piglet. https www.instagram.com/pinkpigletpuppy/ is another such double D apple mix, and it's really fun to watch his mom do training with him using touch-based cues. They can have extremely happy and fulfilling lives. But the more folks know about double D apple mutations and loudly oppose backyard breeding, the less these puppies happen and get dumped. Ah bless. I do want to see the dog in a hat so bad though, tears of joy. This is the kind of post where I have to really remind myself about the brigading rule, because I really want to tell Oop that I love them. I thank them for what they did. And I wish them the best in life. The part about all the resident dogs and cats cuddling her up after her bath got my heartstrings all tangled up from sweetness. She must have really been struggling for even the cats to know she needed their comforts as she decompressed, face holding back tears. I have a pup who is deaf and has no eyes but gets around pretty well with their nose. It's amazing how resilient animals are. I basically got my 3 dogs the same way. I used to live on a reservation that was a notorious dumping ground for dogs, and there were also some resident stray dogs that lived there, and people fed and took care of them. We rescued one of the dogs that was dumped, one of the stray dogs, and kept a puppy of a different stray dog. We also tried to capture any puppies from the stray dogs once they were old enough so they could be fixed and adopted out by a shelter. My dogs are now 14, 13, and 8. Educated guesses on their age. And are the best dogs ever. The 13-year-old one has been attached at my hip since the beginning. OMG, Oop is a gem of a human. What a precious pup too! Exclamation mark. Thank God for this person, red heart. People who neglect and dump animals are evil. I'm so sad people dump animals. But happy people like Oop exist. Caring for sight-impaired, blind dogs is tough, but absolutely worth the effort. My dad's dog lost just about all her vision as she got older, so there was a lot of extra care put into helping her, but I wouldn't trade a second of it away. Kudos to Oop for giving this dog a chance and a home. I had a dog who lost his sight and hearing later in life. And this dog reminded me of how he never stopped living his best life. I'll be thinking of Sonar all day, jumping on the beds in a hotel room. And next time I'm in a hotel room, I might just do the same thing in her honor. 0. She's a very pretty dog. The way I cheered when I saw a picture of her with her little hat! Exclamation mark. What a sweetie.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Heracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.